How to keep score in a golf game. Talk about eagles, birdies, and pars may make beginners scratch their heads, but keeping score in a golf game is really quite simple. It's a matter of counting your whacks, whether they actually connect with the ball or not. Every time you strike at the ball, it's called a stroke, so you have to count the number of strokes it takes for you to sink that little ball into the hole. You do this for each section, and at the end, you add up the number of strokes. Unlike many other games, you are aiming to get around the course with the fewest strokes possible. Each hole is given a number called par. That represents the number of strokes you should need to get the ball into it. If the par is 4 and you have to hit the ball 5 times to get it in, then your score is 1 over par. If by some miracle you only took 3 strokes to get it there, your score is called 1 under. Just to make things interesting, there are differing circumstances where things called penalty strokes apply. For instance, if you hit a ball out of the grounds or into an area like a water hazard where you cannot get at it, then that is considered a penalty shot and you must play a new ball from a specified location, with the first stroke for it being classed as your second stroke for the hole. If you actually sink your ball with just 1 stroke, it's called an ace, while a birdie is when you score 1 stroke under par for a hole. That elusive eagle is 2 strokes under par, and a bogey is the score a fairly good golfer would be expected to make on 1 hole, allowing 2 putts. Another complication is the handicap, but this is not really hard to figure out. It's simply a number of strokes a player receives to adjust his score to a common level. The better the player, the smaller his handicap, while the best players have a handicap of 0. They are called scratch players. A handicap allows a fair game of golf to be enjoyed by players of varying skill levels. Of course, if you break the rules of play, you are likely to be hit with a penalty of 2 strokes. It's important to know the difference between stroke play and match play because different penalties apply depending on which one you're playing. Stroke play is when you are competing against the course. Match play is when you compete against 1 or more people. For instance, in stroke play, if you tee off from outside the teeing ground, you'll incur a 2-stroke penalty. On the other hand, in match play, there will be no stroke penalty, but your opponent can cancel your shot and then you must replay it.